Hey everyone. Now before I start this video, I just wanted to say something real quick. Now in regards to my It's Not Even the Script of 125, who that video was directed to, I just want to say, I messaged you on Skype, you haven't responded. Are you ignoring me? Are you still subscribed to me? Are you watching my videos? Have you checked your Skype? I messaged you. I apologize for all that happened. Just so you're wondering, check your Skype or something if you're still even watching me. If you hate me or something, I don't know. But I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what happened, and I hope you can forgive me. So, let's get back to our regular content. Hey everybody, it's me, Ian. Now, today, I had to go to Saturday school, so, I missed the new episode of My Little Pony. Fear not, I watched Child School. Yes, I missed the stream, but I found the episode and I was eating it. I was eating it during lunch. Yeah, no, I was watching it during lunch. So, today's episode, Gloom and Doom. And, let's just say, after, we saw Scootaloo's dream episode, then we saw Sweetie Belle's dream episode, we were all pretty expecting an Apple Bloom's dream episode. And this is our Apple Bloom dream episode. And what, it's only 10 episodes or something away from our last dream episode? Something like that? Because when the Sweetie Belle Toils was episode 19. So then while, after that was 7 episodes and 8, 9, 10, 11 episodes. This is 11 episodes since the last dream episode. So, let me just list the pros and cons real quick. The pros. This episode was actually, it was very creative with its, premise, It was sort of like, the questions we were all wondering how, the circumstances would play if Apple Bloom were to get a cutie mark or not to get a cutie mark. The theory that if her cutie mark was not an apple, would the Apple family just reject her as a reject in something? Or, if she got a cutie mark and the others didn't, how would that feel? Or if she didn't get a cutie mark and the others did, how would that play out? Or if she got a cutie mark and it wasn't what she expected and she ended up hating her cutie mark. All these scenarios played in their mind. And, this could be relatable to a lot of us, I have no idea what I want to be in the future. I have ideas. I just can't make up my mind. What if I end up picking wrong classes or something in high school? Or, going to college and getting the wrong class and then get up stuck with a job that I worked on for college and then I ended up not liking the job. It's sort of relatable in a way. Another pro of this episode was the animation. I can tell the animators are having they're having one heck of a job animating all this stuff, There was, background gags that I didn't catch the first time around, but the second time around I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. So, another thing that happened. Big Mac, he actually talked a lot. Now, I'm not sure if he's voiced by I'm not sure if he's voiced by, a black dude or something, because he sounds kind of black. No, he's not voiced by a black dude. He's not. I just remembered. I know who he's voiced by, or I know the face of who he's voiced by. That guy's not black. He's white. He just has a really deep voice. Big Mac sounds like this. He talks like this, yo. He doesn't say yo, but he talks like this. He's like, y'all heard your sister. That's not. He's like, yup, nope. That's quoting Big Mac, but me saying something from Sister of Social. No, me saying a quote from this episode, or me saying a quote from Applebug season, or something else like that. I forgot. There was another episode where he was talking. But, the most we get out of Big Mac is yup and nope. And a couple of exaggerated yup or something like that. It was nice to see Big Mac to talk again. Because, I always like Big Mac. He was my favorite out of the Apple Bunch. Just because of how, simple kind of his character is. But there's a lot more to it. So, I really wish we get a Big Mac centered episode. I mean, we've had a couple where he's like kind of in the main spotlight, but we need an episode where he's in the main spotlight. That would be cool, and you'd actually hear him talking. It'd be nice. But what was funny is that Big Mac wasn't the only one talking. It had Big Mac's voice coming out of Granny Smith and Applejack. I'm like, what? Yeah. And then, another thing that I like is the idea of the Tweetermites. The Tweetermites. Kind of like Parasprites, but they're not Tweetermites. It's fun that they recalled back to Parasprites. It's kind of been a thing in the past. But Parasprites, they're cool, man. I like Parasprites. When I saw the preview at school, I'm like, wait, what? He's a Parasprites are back? But no, I didn't have the volume on, so I was like, what, Tweetermites? Oh, alright. Something different. Yeah. But now for the bad. Now, this episode was kind of paced a little off. But that's okay, because it's from the perspective of Apple Bloom. After that, And then, that would kind of make the episode kind of predictable, because, I kind of predict some things, that would happen. I'm like, oh, wait, we're getting another dream episode. Even though I didn't read the synopsis, we're getting a dream episode. Yeah. So, that's the thing about this episode. And then another thing, I guess you could say, I forgot to mention it, but actually, Babs got her cutie mark. It's a pair of scissors. Who knows? Maybe she's a barber. Maybe she's good at ripping paper without scissors, and that's why there's. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she can't rip paper, so she needs scissors. But hell, I don't need scissors to rip paper. I can just rip paper. I don't know why I need a cutie mark and emphasizing that you can cut on the dotted line. Like she'd be in preschool or whatever it's called, Philly school, and she, mommy, look, I made a perfect right angle. I can't wait to see the fan art of Babs with her new cutie mark. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of exaggerated ones too, Maybe her cutie mark represents scissoring. Not the kind you think. I gave you something to work with, Rule 34. But enough of the dirty jokes. But, yeah. I think that's all there is to this episode. There was a twist later in the episode where, people were just like, oh no, Luna's a troll. Why is she making Applejack going through this Groundhog Day thing? But then, it turns out that Apple was actually telling this to herself, her shadow. And it was Luna was trying to, get her. And so, they have, the conclusion of the trilogy, It was a good episode. We'll say that. So, I guess, with that conclusion, I'll get on with my conclusion. So, overall, this was a good episode. I find it good how we're getting these multiple, pretty good episodes. We haven't had a dud so far. And this is written by Josh Haber. And I forgot what Josh Haber wrote last year. Didn't he write Castlemania? I think he wrote Castlemania. Correct me on that, but I think he wrote Castlemania, and I think he wrote another episode, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he write the Flim Flam episode last Leap of Faith? Didn't he write Leap of Faith? I'm pretty sure he wrote Leap of Faith. But I'm pretty sure one of my favorite episodes was by Josh Haber. I can't remember. Maybe it was not Josh Haber. Maybe it was Dave Polsky. I'm not sure. But whoever was the writer for Castlemania, I think it was Josh Haber. That was one of my favorite episodes, Castlemania. So I think that was Josh Haber's work as well. Because I think Josh Haber's a pretty good writer. I was about to say maybe he wrote Some Pony Watch Over Me, but that was caught. Wait a second. Did Josh Haber write I think he wrote my least favorite episode. I have to do some research on that, but I think he wrote my least favorite episode. If you don't know, my least favorite episode is what's it called? Tragia. It was my worst. It's my least favorite episode. I'm not gonna say it's my hated episode, my most hated episode, but my least favorite episode of the show. Not a season 4 of the show. I mean, it is my favorite. It is my least favorite of season 4, but it's my least favorite of the whole show, as well. I don't want to get on another rant on that. You know, I already had to be discorded, you know, because of that. But that's going to be it for today. So, like I said, thank you all for watching. Or like I always say, thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, why not consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you all next time. See you all then.